The thought of you with someone else breaks my heart in ways I never knew possible. I feel as though my soul is torn between longing for you and wishing you happiness. But when I think of you with another, the pain is unbearable. Angels whisper to me that this pain is part of my growth, but it's hard to see that right now. Every time I imagine you in someone else's arms, my heart shatters. It's as if a part of me dies with each passing thought. Angels, I ask for guidance to let go, but the desire to hold you close never fades. I hate the thought of you being with someone else, yet I understand that love isn't about possession. The angels tell me that true love is selfless, but how can I let go of someone who means everything to me? The thought drives me crazy, yet I'm learning that letting go is part of the journey. I'm torn between wanting to be the one who holds you and letting you be free. Angels remind me that love isn't control, but when I think of you with someone else, it feels like I'm losing a piece of myself. The angels speak to me of letting go, but the thought of you with someone else feels like an impossible burden to carry. I wish I could understand why love has to be so painful, yet I trust the divine wisdom guiding me through this heartache. My mind is consumed by the thought of you with someone else. I know it's selfish, but the angels tell me that it's okay to feel this pain. It's a reminder that love is real, even when it hurts. I've never felt a love as deep as this one, and the thought of you being with someone else is driving me mad. Angels tell me that the pain is only temporary, but it feels so overwhelming in this moment. Sometimes I wonder if the angels know how hard it is for me to accept the thought of you with someone else. It's a constant battle between love and loss, but I trust that the angels are guiding me toward healing. The thought of you with someone else sends waves of jealousy and sorrow through me. Yet deep down, I know the angels are teaching me that real love isn't about possession, it's about letting go. Every time I imagine you laughing with someone else, my heart sinks. The angels say that true love transcends time and space. But how do I let go when every part of me wants you all to myself? I try to be strong, but the thought of you with someone else makes me feel weak and helpless. Angel, give me the strength to accept that love isn't always ours to keep. The pain of imagining you in someone else's arms is consuming, but the angels tell me that this pain is not a punishment. It's a lesson in self-love and the impermanence of attachment. When I picture you with someone else, it's as if a dark cloud surrounds my soul. But the angels remind me that every heartache brings us closer to understanding our true selves. It drives me crazy to think of you sharing moments with someone else. Yet I know that the angels are guiding me to release my fears and trust in the divine plan. The angels tell me that love isn't about ownership, but when I think of you with someone else, it feels like I'm losing a part of myself. I pray for peace and clarity in this heartache. I can't stop the jealousy and longing when I think of you with someone else. But the angels whisper that this pain is temporary and true love is always with us, even when we're apart. The thought of you in someone else's embrace is unbearable. But the angels tell me that love is an endless connection, no matter the distance or circumstances. I know the angels are teaching me to release the grip I have on you, but the thought of you with someone else drives me to despair. How can I let go when you are everything to me? The idea of you with someone else makes my heart ache in ways I can't describe. Angels, please guide me through this pain and show me how to heal from this overwhelming feeling. I hate the thought of you with someone else, but I understand that love isn't about possession. The angels tell me that true love is a force that transcends time and space, and I must trust in that truth. The thought of you loving someone else feels like a dagger to my heart. Angels, help me let go of this pain and embrace the love that is meant for me. Every thought of you with someone else feels like betrayal, yet I know the angels are teaching me that love is about freedom and not control. It's a lesson that cuts deep, but I'm learning to trust it. The angels tell me that pain is a sign of growth, but I can't help feeling like I'm losing a part of myself when I think of you with someone else. I wish I could find peace in this moment of heartache. When I imagine you laughing with someone else, it feels as though my heart is breaking. The angels say I must trust that everything happens for a reason, but the pain is still so real. I hate the thought of you being happy with someone else, but the angels remind me that happiness isn't about possession, it's about freedom. I'm learning to let go, but it's not easy. I never imagined that love could bring such pain, yet here I am, struggling with the thought of you with someone else. Angels, show me how to release this jealousy and trust in the divine plan. The angels say that love is not about attachment, but the thought of you with someone else fills me with a sense of loss. I trust that the angels are guiding me toward understanding and healing. Every moment I spend thinking about you with someone else is like a knife to my heart. But the angels whisper to me that this pain is temporary, and in time it will transform into wisdom. I hate the thought of you with someone else because it feels like a betrayal of the love we shared. But the angels tell me that love is ever present, and I must trust in the divine flow of life. The thought of you with someone else drives me to the edge of madness. But the angels remind me that true love doesn't bind, it frees. I'm learning to trust in this painful truth. I never thought I would feel so jealous, yet here I am, consumed by the thought of you with someone else. Angels, help me release this attachment and find peace in the love I already have. I can't seem to shake the thought of you with someone else. The angels tell me that this jealousy is part of the healing process, but it's hard to see the lesson in the midst of this pain. When I think of you with someone else, I feel like I'm losing a part of my soul. But the angels remind me that love isn't about possession, it's about freedom and trust. I hate the thought of you with someone else, but the angels say that love is a journey of self-discovery. I must learn to love myself before I can truly let go of this painful attachment. The angels say that love is an eternal connection, but I can't stop the feeling of loss when I think of you with someone else. Help me, angels, to release this pain and find peace within myself. The thought of you with someone else is a bitter pill to swallow, but the angels tell me that pain is just the beginning of healing, and I trust that this pain will eventually turn to wisdom. Every time I think of you with someone else, my heart feels like it's being torn apart. Angels, give me the strength to release this attachment and trust that love will guide me forward. I can't seem to let go of the thought of you with someone else. But the angels remind me that love is not about ownership. It's about letting go and trusting the divine path. The thought of you with someone else sends waves of sadness through me, but the angels whisper that this is just a temporary feeling. In time, I will learn to release this pain and find peace. I hate the thought of you with someone else, but the angels say that love is a dance of freedom, not possession. I'm learning to trust that true love will always find its way back. I can't stop thinking about you with someone else. But the angels say this pain is a sign that I'm being guided to open my heart in a new way. I trust that healing will come in time. Every time I imagine you with someone else, it feels like a piece of me is lost. But the angels tell me that love is about growth, and I must trust that this pain will lead me to a deeper understanding of myself. I hate the thought of you with someone else, but the angels say that this is an opportunity for me to learn to love myself more deeply. I trust that this journey will lead to healing. The thought of you with someone else is tearing me apart, but the angels remind me that love is not about control. It's about trust. I must learn to trust in the flow of love, even when it's difficult. I never imagined that love could hurt this much, but the angels say that this pain is part of my growth. I'm learning that love isn't about possession. It's about freedom and trust. The thought of you with someone else fills me with jealousy and heartache, but the angels tell me that true love is always with us, no matter the distance or the circumstances. I hate the thought of you with someone else, but the angels remind me that love is about release, not attachment. I'm learning to trust in the divine timing of everything. Every time I think of you with someone else, I feel like my world is falling apart. But the angels say this pain is a sign of transformation, and I must trust the process. The thought of you being happy with someone else is unbearable, but the angels remind me that love is not about possession. It's about allowing each other to grow and flourish. I hate the thought of you with someone else, but the angels tell me that this pain is a part of my soul's evolution. In time, I will learn to release this attachment and embrace true love.